Hello my friends, and welcome back to the shop. Buck Weezer, Buck Small Engine DIY on YouTube. This is Big Red and it's oil change day. And I was thinking I might also, believe it or not, hold on to your hats, it might become wash your truck day. So yeah, a lot of big things in store today. But this video is about attempting an inexpensive solution to a stripped out drain plug on the oil pan. So I've been dealing with that for over a year. The problem predates me, my ownership of the truck, and I got to try something today to resolve it because I'm tired of it leaking and dripping all over the place. So stay tuned. Alright, so I got the oil draining. My truck's a 2003 F150. It's got the V6 4.2 liter. And it's a great truck to have. I'm just about at 200,000 miles. I've had it for a few years. And about a year or so ago, changing the oil, I discovered that the threads had stripped out of the oil pan. But more so than that, this had happened previously to the previous owner, I guess, and he had it repaired using a helicoil. Maybe you're familiar with that. It's the addition of other threads that are inserted into the opening, but they were also stripped out and had come out. So I'm thinking, what the heck am I going to do now? So I was rifling through my junk, and I came across one of these drain plugs. And if you can see this guy, you know, one of these guys, it's like designed to cut its own threads. And this actually held for over a year, but it's dripped constantly. So it doesn't seal real well. And it's a real mess out there. But it did work, it never fell out, and I was never like in a bad situation or in danger, you know, losing all my engine oil. But I'm done with that. So I got something that I want to try today. I know it's not going to be the correct repair. The correct repair, of course, would be to replace the oil pan, but that's a big job on this truck. You got to split the engine from the transmission. You got to raise the engine up somewhat. It's not something that I want to do. And then I guess the second best solution would be find a way to properly cut new threads. But I'm not doing either of those. I'm kind of cheaping out with an experiment, and let me show you what I got. This is where I park my truck, and I have to keep this pan filled with cat litter under it because that oil plug, that drain plug, just drips. And it's getting to be a pain. And then if I go somewhere, I don't want to take this nasty oil pan with me, so wherever I happen to be parked, I'm making a mess over somebody else's parking lot or driveway. So yeah, it drips a lot and constantly. Got to come up with a solution. Yeah, so that's the old guy that cuts its own threads, and it worked okay, but I am going to get rid of that, and I'm going to try this little product right here. Dorman 1/2 inch to 3/4. It's really just a toggle bolt drain plug. Works like a toggle bolt. You've probably seen, you know, anchoring things into a wall, into a dry wall or a hollow wall. So this is it right here. And big rubber gasket's going to go on the outside of the pan. And then this just tightens up like a toggle bolt against the inside of the oil pan. You know, maybe it'll work, maybe it won't work, but here's hoping. Patent number on the one side, and this side says hand tighten only. I might hand tighten it and then just take a pair of pliers and give it another turn or two because my fingers aren't as strong as they used to be. But hopefully that's going to seal up good on the oil pan, and this will be an okay fix. The instructions that came with it suggest that you are not to use it on a VW or a Honda. I don't know why that is, but we're going to try it. So we'll keep our fingers crossed, and oil's draining now. Change out the filter also, and then we'll install that baby. Okay, we're here under the truck. Keep your fingers crossed, and we'll see about installing this. I've let it drain for a good long time, but probably would do that for quite a few days if you gave it that much time. So you got this toggle, you gotta I can't. And then I got to get the toggle to open once I get in there. I like that's it. Nope, that's not it. That's it. And now I'm just spinning the top of it. And we are against the, we're now against it. It seems to be a nice square fit. So the instructions say, you know, to hand tight until you can see the rubber, you know, start to swell up against it. And I think I see that happening. All right. There's the flashlight. I don't know if that helps in the video or not, but now I'm gonna stop there. I had said I was gonna use my wrench just to make it a little bit tighter, but I feel like I don't need to, because that feels pretty tight, and it looks like hold on. It looks to me like we've got a reasonably good seal here. I'm going to clean this off, and then we're just going to let it sit before I even add the clean oil. You know, there's enough residual oil in there that if it's going to leak, it'll make its way out. And I'm just going to let it sit for a while, maybe an hour, and we'll come back and look at it and see if it has in fact stopped leaking. I think it is. I just need to clean it off a little bit better, maybe with some carb cleaner spray or something like that. See if I can find that. Alright, this is just some aerosol parts cleaner. So yeah, we'll let that be, and then we'll come back in a little bit to see if it's leaking. Well, right, it's been an hour or so just doing other things. It's not leaking. That's completely dry. My finger's completely clean. So it's good. I think it's holding and dry, and we can go ahead and fill the add the oil and wrap this thing up and monitor it a little bit over the next few days or weeks, and hopefully it'll do the job for us. This is a 6-quart oil change, so after adding the I buy the 5-gallon jug and then 1 more quart, and I'm going with the Pennzoil Full Synthetic 5W20. I want to thank you for watching today. I know that the drain plug gizmo that we used today is not the real fix. My oil pan is leaking in other places too, and I'm just not ready to go to the trouble of replacing it. And for now, I think this is going to stop the dripping all over the driveway, and it's good enough for now. So any other news about it, I'll keep you posted. If you want to get one of these yourself, convenient link for you in the description. You can pick it up on Amazon, 11 or 12 bucks. Please give me your comments and questions in the discussion below, because I always appreciate that, and I thank you for watching the video, and I look forward to seeing you on our next project, whatever that may be. Have a great day. Bye.